Hi guys, welcome to Weekend Movie Channel, and this is the second part of the best detective thrillers of 21st century. This collection includes not so famous but no less high quality movies, with high ratings on various movie resources. We think everyone will find something new to watch here. So, let's not waste any time and begin! The Crimson Rivers. In a prestigious university located in Alpine Mountains, a terrible tragedy happened. One of the library workers was killed, and he was killed in a cruel, strange, and mysterious way. An experienced criminologist, laconic Pierre Niemans, was sent from Paris to investigate the murder. At the same time, in the same area, an investigation is being carried out on the desecration of the grave of a 10-year-old girl who died 20 years ago. This is being done by a young policeman named Max. Despite the fact that at first there seems to be no connection between these crimes, it turns out that the tracks lead Pierre and Max in the same direction. And at some point, they begin to investigate together. A high-quality and intense police detective story with good actors. The movie is an adaptation of Jean-Christophe Ranger's bestseller Blood Red Rivers, published in France in 1997. 10th place, The Crimson Rivers. Nothing but the truth. Journalist Rachel conducted her own investigation, during which she uncovered a crime committed by the government and declassified an uncovered CIA agent. The government, in an attempt to locate the traitor who gave the information, forces Rachel under threat of imprisonment to reveal the source who gave her the information. But the journalist refuses and falls under the repression of state bodies. The film is based on real events that took place at the end of 2005 with the American journalist of New York Times, and tells not only about dirty deeds in big politics, but also reveals the value of human relations. A fascinating detective story with an unexpected finale. 9th place, Nothing but the Truth. The Gift. Widow Annie Wilson is endowed with a rare gift of clairvoyance. Everyone in the neighborhood knows her. One day, when a hitmaster's young bride disappears without a trace, the police turns for Annie Wilson for help. By giving her consent, Annie helps the investigation, but thereby puts herself in danger. This movie really successfully combines a detective investigation, a tense thriller, and mystical horror film. And it is an excellent cast here, investigating, dynamic, and sometimes even scary movie. 8th place, The Gift. Tell No One. 8 years ago, Margot Beck was killed by a serial killer. Her husband, Alexander, still can't come to his sense. Only by work and friendship with Alan Perkins helps him to carry on. 2 more corpses are found near the place of death. Police are reopening the investigation. Alexander receives a strange letter with a link to the webcam and an indication of the start time of its work. The movie was released in the best traditions of French thriller, one of the characteristic components of which is a rather complicated detective story. Also in the film, the emphasis is on the dramatic line. Well, in general, the plot holds attention until the very end, forcing to unravel the tangle of secrets and intrigues together with the main character. 7th place, Tell No One. In the Valley of Elah. Hank Deerfield served in the armed forces in the past, and even fought in Vietnam. Received an official notification that soon Mike has gone missing in his homeland after returning from Iraq. And soon the police find the body of his son mutilated beyond recognition. Hank refuses to believe the official version of what happened and begins his own investigation, managing to convince Emily Sanders, a female police detective, to help him. A very serious and sad movie, from which breathes hopelessness and raises serious questions about the army and the war in general. And this is definitely an amateur movie, but nevertheless we are sure that a lot of you will like it. 6th place, In the Valley of Elah. The Secret in Their Eyes. Former judicial officer and now board pensioner Benjamin Esposito decides to write a novel, a story based on real events, and he wants to start with one criminal case about the rape and murder of a young girl, which happened 25 years ago but still haunts him, remaining open. This movie begins as typical psychological thriller, but soon changes the vector of development in the direction of drama, and only distantly supports the detective component. Nevertheless, the movie retains interest and capable of surprising with unexpected turns. It's even awarded an Oscar as the best movie of the year in a foreign language, and later a Hollywood remake was made. 5th place, The Secret in Their Eyes. Gone Baby Gone. 4-year-old Amanda McCready goes missing. When the authorities fail to find the missing girl, her aunt begs two private detectives, Patrick Kenzie and Angela Gennaro, to start an investigation. The case looks hopeless. The couple is in no hurry to accept the offer, but nevertheless agrees, even putting themselves in a danger. The movie is based on the novel by Dennis Lehane, based on whose works Mystic River by Clint Eastwood and Shutter Island by Martin Scorsese were also filmed. It was also Ben Affleck's directorial debut, which is very well appreciated by the cinema community. The film really surprises with its twists and turns and even forces the viewer to take the place of the main characters and try to make a really difficult choice. 4th place, Gone Baby Gone. On Sunday. The notary reads the will of his deceased mother to brother and sister Marwan. The twins must find their father, whom they believe to be dead, and brother whose existence they didn't suspect. With the help of a notary, the children learn that their mother carefully concealed many of the circumstances of the tragic fate. The young man is skeptical about the will, but the girl goes in search. The movie is narrated in 2 times at once. Flashbacks with episodes from the mother's life are replaced by detectives sent from the investigation of her children. With such turns of events, the tension grows. This is a gorgeous movie that, in addition to detective story, offers to explore such serious topics and consequences of war and cruelty of fate. 3rd place, On Sunday. Insomnia. Will Dermer is tired, veteran Los Angeles police officer, arrives in a northern Alaska town where a 17-year-old girl was murdered. Unusual white nights and a situation of a sleepless search for several days leave their mark on the behavior of protagonist. The criminal turns out to be no means stupid and begins to openly play cat and mouse with the police, provoking them to inappropriate actions. This dark, atmospheric detective thriller was directed by Christopher Nolan, and this is the only movie in the director's career that wasn't shot according to his own script. The film is a remake of a Norwegian thriller and noticeably superior to the original. 2nd place, Insomnia. Mystic River. Jimmy, Dave, and Sean were inseparable friends in childhood. They played hockey together and grew up on the familiar troubled street of Boston. Many years later, the guys went their separate ways, but fate brings them together again in the face of the tragedy, the brutal murder of Jimmy's daughter Katie. Sean works in the police, and his detective begins to conduct the investigation. By coincidence, suspicions fall on a third friend, Dave. This is a hard detective thriller with drama elements, which may seem a little too long in the beginning, but definitely won't leave anyone indifferent in the end. At the Oscars, the movie was nominated for many awards, including Film of the Year, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and others, but received rewards only for acting. Nevertheless, this is a great movie. Please don't miss it. 1st place, Mystic River. Well, this is it. Thanks for watching. Share your movie impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and put the big thumbs up. See you! Bye!